but also has the latest trends in carpet, hardwood, and vinyl flooring, even ceramic tiles, all in stock now. Come by the House of Carpet in Murfreesboro, across from Red Lobster. And remember, a room without a rug is like a kiss without a hug.
Welcome back to Xplosion, everybody. Jeremy Borash sitting here with D'Lo Brown. We've been talking about it all hour. Here it is, the interview with D'Lo. We're going to find out a little bit about D'Lo, the man behind the scenes of NWA Total Nonstop Action. First of all, I want to ask you about what happened when you debuted with NWA TNA and what a night was. Talk about that. What was it? What you expected kind of coming in?
Jeremy, I couldn't even tell you what I expected. It was so much more than I even thought it would be. I mean, I came out and I could feel the electricity even before I came through the curtain and came down the ramp. And God, Lord knows, when I got into the ring, I mean, I could not talk literally because I was all choked up by the reception I was given. But then the people were chanting my name and just would not let me talk. And what a tremendous feeling to be actually appreciated once again in this business.
Wow. Well, D'Lo, certainly we're happy to have you along with NWA Total Nonstop Action. You said in that very first interview, one of the very first things you said is that in NWA TNA, on an even playing field, you are going to be a bona fide superstar. How do you plan on going about doing that?
Without a doubt, you know, if I'm allowed to be me and all things are equal, you know, my grandma always told me cream rises to the top. So if you just allow yourself to go out there and show your talent and show your abilities, eventually you will rise to the top and you'll become the superstar you've tried to be. And that's the thought process I brought into here. I was assured that the playing field was totally level, all things were equal, and you determined how good you were going to be. So that being the case, the sky's the limit.
Let's talk about some of your things, your activities off camera and behind the scenes. You actually went to college, University of Maine.
University of Maine, yes.
And you actually have a degree in accounting. I found that fascinating.
Yeah, that's my other life. That's the old me.
Numbers guy?
Numbers guy. No, I was just good at math.
Okay.
So that's why I went into accounting. But that's like the old life. You know, now I worry about crunching bones instead of crunching numbers.
Oh, very good. You also crunched some bones on the football field, from what I understand.
This is true. I played defensive end and was all conference 2 years in a row. So hey, I was all right out there, but much rather be inside the square circle performing instead of on the field.
Now I know you kept a very busy road schedule with your previous employment, but did you ever get a chance to see NWA TNA on the road or anything like that?
Luckily, I was off on Wednesday, so there were several times when I would actually, you know, watch the product, and I was very impressed with the product, the size of the promotion, and, you know, I have a lot of friends that are here, so it was easy to follow, and then it made it real easy to come and segue into NWA TNA because, like I said, I have a lot of friends here, and it made it real easy.
So knowing the product as you did coming in, yep. I'm going to throw some names at you, want some word association. Give me your thoughts, just a couple sentences on guys on NWA TNA. First of all, I want to ask you about AJ Styles.
Phenomenal. For the first time, I got to watch him perform live. And, man, the hype around this kid, to see him on TV, it doesn't do him justice. You got to come see this kid live in person. I mean, he is just, like his video wall says, phenomenal. He's just a phenom. He's incredible.
What about a man who came into the ring on your debut, and then certainly you gave him a splash. You let him have your welcome to NWA TNA, Sonny Siaki.
Doesn't he look like somebody I used to know? Never mind.
Marlon Brando? I don't know.
You know, James Dean.
James Dean.
Yes.
No,
he's a young kid who's got a lot of fire, a lot of potential, and well, you know, it was a little weird having a guy ask me to join him in sex, but.
And then call himself Ace in the Hole.
And then call Ace in the Hole, and I didn't know where he was going with that one.
Yeah, exactly. How about Vince Russo?
Genius. A mad genius. Either you love him or you hate him. I personally love him, so it's either a love-hate relationship. I've known the man for 5 years, and I personally love him as an individual. Now, some of the things he does, I may not particularly care for, but as a person, he's all right.
Well, you turned down the offer last week to join Sports Entertainment Extreme. You said you're on your own.
I'm on my own. That's why I turned it down. That's why I want to be here on my own. I want to sink or swim by myself.
All right. NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Jeff Jarrett. Student
of the game. I mean, he has been there, done that. He is one of the most respected individuals in this industry. I personally have him on high regard. He is here on my level of respect. I still can't wait for my title shot, but definitely nothing but respect for that man.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, D'Lo, it's great to have you on board with NWA Total Nonstop Action, and you're certainly right. The cream does rise to the top, and it's going to be a fun rise to watch with D'Lo Brown in NWA Total Nonstop Action. We're coming back with more Xplosion in just a moment.